Yeah, I wanted to do a video on my Qopolis lessons so far. I've been taking these classes for about 6 months now, and before I started these classes, I wasn't in debt, but I wasn't technically ahead either. I was just barely afloat. And as I got money, I spent it freely without a care in the world. And I realize now that if I continued to do that, I'd stay on the same path and I wouldn't never be successfully financially free. I'd always be living paycheck to paycheck or depending on the government when I got older. And I realize now that I'd much rather, set up my future so that I can be financially free and I don't have to depend on when is my next check coming, when is my next paycheck or government check coming, or EBT food stamps. The highest education I have, even still to this day, is an eighth grade education along with a GED. No college or technical college background. I didn't have any understanding of business. Qopolis gives you an all around basis of everything about life, about business, about money management. Um, it gives you a lot more than just business, and it teaches you more of the importance of life and of how to live it and how to control not only your financial status and how you spend money, but it teaches you um, emotions, how to control emotions. It teaches you, to help other people. It's not all about just yourself because that would be being greedy. And nobody likes to be around somebody that's stuck up and thinks they're better than anybody else or nothing like that. And also, um, I realized that you don't have to go to college for an extensive period of time to gain an education or a certificate to say, hey, I completed these courses. Now I can go on to get a job at a hospital as a X-ray technician or a surgeon or a nurse or anything else to be successful. Because at the end of the day, you're still working for somebody else. You still have to answer to somebody else, and you're still making a paycheck. And if something happens to you, and let's say you get paralyzed from the waist down, now you may be cut off of your financial funds, your way of living, and all that education goes down the drain. But if you learn about money, about business, about the real world, and you work on yourself as a whole, your thinking, your money management, everything, you can be an entrepreneur and you can go on to make money no matter whether you were paralyzed from the waist down. You aren't cut off from your financial status if you build a life now instead of spending everything that you get, and you invest it and do the proper things with it, then you can be, financially free. I mean, really financially free, and you won't have to depend on a next check in the mailbox or on your debit card or in your bank account or a check from the government or EBT food stamps. And, when you're growing up, you think that, you know, you can't be successful in life unless you get a really, really good job. And that's the only way to be successful. And you're taught wrong. Um, Qopolis gives you an understanding of everything you need to succeed. It just takes the time, the effort, and the want to do something to actually become successful. Um, and, I'll do some more videos. Just sign up, subscribe, and keep following. Thanks.